Welcome. Hello. Hi, Roger. How are you? Happy holidays. Felix, hello. Thank you for joining me. How are you? Welcome. Hi, Longun. How are you? Good evening to you. Good morning to you. Almost morning. It is morning, huh? It's 12:01. How are you? Good morning, Quant. How are you? Honey, hello. 2620. How are you? Hello, you, sir. Mono. Hello, Darwin. Anne Marie, such a pretty name. Hello. Hi. Welcome. I hope you'll join me. What I have with me yesterday, I believe you were here with me when I made the cheesecake fillings. Okay. I did this before last time. It turned out really well. Let's see how it goes this time, okay? With the mold. But with the pumpkins, the squash, I have to see about that one and see if it's gonna work. Because when I tried with the yam, the sweet yam, it worked. It turned out really nice. But I'm gonna go ahead and cut into pie pieces and see if it works. Okay. But before that, let me show you how we remove the thing. I had a few already, so the cheesecake is good. Just that the bottom of the cup is a little sticky, which is a little disappointing. Okay, because it shouldn't be. I should have pre-coated. Let's see. So to remove the cake from this little cup here, all you need to do is just go around about it, and it should come off easily. Because what I did, I could have done is that I could have put a little oil on the bottom of this here, so that way that's not stuck. Yeah. It's pretty flour, sunflower. See if it's gonna come out nicely. Okay. It's a little sticky, which is disappointing. Last time I did it, it wasn't like this. I'm not sure what I did wrong this time. It came out, but the bottom of it is little, it's a little sticky, so it didn't come out exactly like I want it to be. Okay, so I may not even have perfect form of it. Last time it come out really nice. I have to remember how I did it. I don't think I did anything unusual, save for adding the colors, which is normal. That'll make it difficult because it's sticky. Welcome all of you. I'm trying to I'm trying to unload my cheesecake from the mold. Uh, for some reason, it's sticking to the bottom so badly. It's already forming. Okay, just that it didn't turn out very well as far as the molding is concerned. Mm. Um, I can sample it for you, but it's not gonna do anything. I mean, the flavor is still there, okay? Just the shape is a little unrecognizable because I could have what I could have done. I could have put a little coconut oil on the bottom of it, okay? Which is I could have done that. I think that's what happened when I did it last time. Or I can just eat it this way. But so I have to remember to put the oil on the bottom of it to prevent it from sticking to the bottom of it. The cheesecake tastes pretty good. It's not too sweet. Okay, let's see what this thing gonna do. I pour a whole bunch of cheesecake in here, see if it's gonna form right. the lid to this pot here, okay? And it's hardened. This right here normally would do the egg custard. It worked well with custard, okay? Okay, I'm gonna go ahead and cut into pie pieces, see if it works, okay? Because this is first time I did it with cheese, so I'm not sure if it's gonna work, but I shall try. Hello, check-in. How are you? Who do I have here? Hold on. What was your tear of joy that you got to dream about the cheesecake? Check-in. What were you laughing about? Do you deserve it? This right here? Of course. You've been good. Who am I? Poor grandma. Oh, must be one of my relatives here. Hello. I'm a grandma. I'm okay. You can call me grandma. Oh, you have tattoo tear of joy. Where? But don't do it here, okay? Do not do it there because that has some other meaning, okay? You don't want to get in trouble for that, okay? So do your study first before you do tear of joy on your face, okay? Because that's the first thing people will notice. Um, and to have the tattoo removal would be more expensive than had it done. Gingy spare, hello. Cut it. Let me get a better knife, okay? That way I should get my big knife for that. You want me to cut it, huh? I want to cut it, yet I'm afraid that it's gonna fail. I'm afraid that it didn't turn out good, but then it's hardened. You know, I can't say anything wrong with that. So I'm gonna do one piece of pie, okay? We're gonna do pie cut. A small one, because it's such a thick pie here. Okay, so far so good. So it looked like that. It had two layers of color. I have off yellow and then the baby pink. Cut it. Okay. Let me explain to you what kind of pie it is. Okay, it's a cheesecake that I that I have fun with it. I spent 2 days carving these gingy spare. It took me 2 days to carve all these beautiful elements here. Okay, I add feature here. Okay, and then I steam it, and then I make the cheesecake and fill it up like that. Look at that. 2 layers of cheesecake. So this is cheesecake. Okay, I make this yesterday, so I let it sit overnight so that it get hardened. I know. Come over then. Okay. Well, let me give you let me give you a report card on this. Okay. I need something small. Oh. You gotta come over to enjoy it. My dessert fork got moved around again. So this is a Kabocha pumpkin, okay? It's one of those exclusive pumpkin. You have to get it from the Asian supermarket. Okay. So don't mind me. Okay, so we instead of doing the pie crust, I use this Kabocha for the crust. Okay, so now we have the Kabocha and 2 layers of cheesecake. It wasn't very impressive, but at least I know it worked. Hello, Kevin. Merry Christmas to you also. Happy holiday, everyone. Oh, Fort Worth, Texas. It is a pumpkin, but they argue that it's a squash. It is a pumpkin squash. You know what I mean? So they call this Kabocha squash, but it's a pumpkin. It's an Asian pumpkin. Okay. So I hate to do this in front of you, but I get so accustomed to doing it because I have to sample it. So, you know, not bad at all. This had a lid. I should have cut the lid also. You know, this thing right here took me 3 days, okay? It's a pumpkin. It's beautiful. It's also delicious because the Kabocha pumpkin, it tastes a little bit better than the regular pumpkin. Okay, it's not soggy like regular pumpkin. It's a little gummier, and it had a very nice flavor to it. I love it. Oh, I'm sorry you can enjoy this, okay? But I would love to share the recipe with you. Well, you don't have to do all this carving, okay? All you need to do is peel the kabocha with the regular potato peeler. If you want to try to do the artwork, you're welcome to do it. So much fun. It took me 2 days. You know that I love carving. Not that I take the whole 2 days. It's just that I break into 2 segments of the video. And then I got interrupted, so I think there were 3 videos. And then I came back and steamed this. And then make the mixture of the cheesecake and pour it in here and leave it overnight. So it's almost 2 nights because I last night and 2 nights. So it's been 2 nights. 2 nights with 2 nights. 2 nights with 2 nights. 2 nights with 2 nights. So what's left over, I wanted to do this beautiful imprint here. And because I've forgotten to lather the bottom of these with coconut oil, so it's thick to the bottom. It didn't come out very well. I tried this one right here, but it's my bad because I forgot about it. Okay, I think that's what I did wrong with it. Normally when I remove it, and I have beautiful imprint. So this one right here, sticky imprint. I'm like, it is a little disastrous, but then at least this turned out really well. So one turned out good, one turned out sucking. So enjoy. Okay, so it's a family recipe. Actually, no. This recipe here hasn't made to the family yet, okay? It's kind of at the experimental stage for me. I did with the eggs, what you call it, the custard. And because I couldn't eat eggs, so it's useless to have egg custard. So that's why I have to invent something of my own invention. So this is the outcome of my own invention, okay, to do the cheesecake in this format. So I'm pleased with it. So now I know that I can do cheesecake out of this. Look at that. Look at the inside of it. My cheesecake, not just any cheesecake, okay? It's blend of gelatin. So I went to buy a packet of gelatin that had about, I think about 20 little packages, okay? So I did 3 packages with 3 blocks of cream cheese and mix it really, really well. So it come out really well. So to be honest with you, so far, with this right here, I'm not sure if you like pumpkin or squash, whatever you resolute that what you're gonna call it. I like it better because it's no grease. So purely just vegetable base. So it's a lot of work though, I'm telling you. Even I love carving this thing. You should see the artistic work of this baby here. Okay, I did all this work here. Yeah, it's a lot of work. Okay, like I said, it took me at least 4 hours. And I have different design, different flower on it. I shall not drop this. So as you can see, the vivid um, trace of flowers that I did, and I don't want to play around too much. I might break it because I already cut a piece of it. So to do this thing, it's not as complicated as making the croissant. Okay, croissant take about 2 days also, but these take it take 2 days. Okay, I mean, because we pause in between, I could get it done in one day, but then the cheesecake needs some time to chill, okay, to get hardened. If it does not get hardened, then and the cheesecake does not work well. Like I said last time, that I could make rainbow design out of this, okay, so just a matter of mixing the cheesecake application one at a time. It turned out okay, but it does not alternate the flavor of the cheesecake. I'm pretty happy with this right here, the pumpkin. Yeah, I agree. I argue with myself that it's a pumpkin, but then it had descriptions of squash. It's called Kabocha Squash, which I always say Kabocha pumpkin. It's fine because it is a pumpkin because it's grown by Asian folk, so it had a different identification, so or classification. It looked like pumpkin. It tastes exactly like pumpkin. So now it's gonna be my recipe because it was not in the family until I incidentally created this. Okay, I just want to experiment with it, so I came up with this idea. Because as a chef, I don't cook for a living. I cook for just for you guys to view. Okay, I done cooking so many years. I'm tired of cooking for everybody, so I'm only do small scale cooking for this. So that's all I can handle. I want to enjoy my life. I don't want to spend all day cooking, serving customer. I don't do that anymore. Sometimes people would order certain type of food, maybe finger food, for example, the egg roll or spring rolls. They want a few hundreds, so I produce a few hundreds of spring roll or egg rolls. Well, thank you for heart. I appreciate that. And did you do that, Handy? So I just want to share with you that now it's become my recipe because I create around this little pumpkin here. I love pumpkin because this pumpkin here, I can make Cambodian dessert. I am the a few other ways to make dessert out of this. Okay, so this most definitely is not Asian dessert because Asian don't have cheesecake. Asian don't produce cheesecake because we don't have cheese back home. But now they do. Originally there was no cheesecake. Originally there was no cake, no milk, no butter, because we I think butter and cheese and other stuff influenced by the European. I don't think the indigenous or Indian American Indian make cheese. I'm not sure if one of you American Indians is. Sometimes this indigenous person will be on here. Will be talking. I don't know if American Indian make cheese, but I know definitely people in European nation, they make really good cheese, all kind of good cheese. In fact, they even make excellent butter, premium butter. They're quite expensive. The European cheese and European butters, they're quite expensive, about 3 times as much as American cheese. And I don't stand it. I don't know what the secret is. I just know that it tastes different. It's creamier. I think they had better recipe. I think the American's recipe would be the replica of it. Intro, welcome. Mary, welcome. The house of mine, welcome. I'm just enjoying my dessert that I made last night. So I finally got my cheesecake in the kabocha pumpkin. We still argue whether it's pumpkin or squash. We resolute that it's going to be pumpkin. I think it's in the squash family. So I had a piece. I was able to cut it up and serve. So I have 2 layers of cheese, the yellow layer and the pink layer. I could have do green, it could stand out better. But so far, I love it. It tastes so good. I'm eating sweet at 1 in the morning. 12:30 in the morning. I'm gonna sleep really well tonight with all the sugar in me, huh? So, like I said, it took me a few days to do this, okay? So it's I better treat it with respect. There you go, it flashed. So now I know it worked. I can happily share that with you guys. Okay, but the one that in this printing, I did something wrong with it. Okay, I forgot to lather the oil. Normally I do coconut oil on the bottom of this. Okay, so it come out easy like this. Here it's sticking on the bottom of it, so it didn't come out too good. So I think I demonstrated already. I have another one. Shoot, all night long we're gonna be eating this cheesecake. Because cheesecake is my favorite, so I'll start for tomorrow. I do 50 push-up. How about that? Normally I'll be done by 10. 12 will be like, I have to do 3 sets of 12 push-up. So far I can carry myself from the top. Okay, there you go, the green cheesecake. Okay, I think what I did wrong on this, but then here it didn't give me an issue. It's texture that apply into this pot here, and the texture is a little different on here. I'm not sure what's the issue with it. The only issue I remember is that I've forgotten to oil the bottom of this floral here. Yeah. It's supposed to come out easy and then have all this beautiful imprint. Since I failed that miserably, so we're just gonna eat as it is, okay? So this is the cocktail mixer. My daughter, she used to be the cocktail waitress, so she had a few of this at home, so I borrowed one. It's good for me to eat my dessert with, and it had 2 components of it. So cheesecake's my favorite, so I can eat all this all day. But the crazy thing about this is that I'm lactose intolerant. It's gonna hurt me tonight. Okay, so I had 1 piece already. Again, okay. So just one last look. Cheesecake in the Kabocha pumpkin. Had a lot of detail artwork. I put some artwork to it. Okay, it used to be like a real beautiful, but when I steam it, it oxidizes. It transfer into different color, which is fine. It's normal for vegetation when it get cooked. Okay. So this is the lid of this pot here. It's supposed to flush. There you go. Nope. It flushed right there. Okay. So tomorrow, my daughter, she invited me to her place. Her boyfriend parents are cooking. Guess what they'll be cooking for us? Prime rib. So I've been to their house on holidays before, and his mother cooked really well, Angela. We just had Thanksgiving at her place, and I helped cooking some of the stuff that the side dish and chicken wings. My daughter boyfriend loved my chicken wings. He just loved the he just loved the way I prepared the chicken wings. So, but this time he didn't ask me to do the chicken wing. He said that he just wanted me to relax and not have to worry about cooking this holiday. Okay. So I'm wrapping it because I wanted to take this for dessert tomorrow. But I already sampled it. The reason I sample, I just want to make sure that it come out good before I taking this thing and come to find out that it's not working and it'll be embarrassing. Okay. So I just put everything back in plastic here and to keep it from falling, because I already cut a piece of it, so it's not gonna stick together very well. But and this right here, I have to remove it also because I need to serve it. Too bad and too sad on this, but again, you know, I mean, I don't want to take, I do not want to take these cups with me to the gathering because it might get missing. I'm gonna put it back in here for better support. Okay. So my cheesecake turned out good. The one in the Kabocha turned out really good. The one in this imprint is not, because it need oil. Okay, I mean, I can remove it. It's not pretty, but I have to remove it because the bottom of this is sticky, so it wasn't very pretty. It's a little disappointing for me, but oh wow. I shall learn the next time. See, it didn't come out too well. Now it's gonna make me eat all of it in a moment. See, that's what happened when we didn't when I forgot certain step. Okay. Last time I did, well, a few times I did this, it didn't turn out this ugly. It turned out really well. I'd done this before, so, but this time I think I failed miserably. Oh well, I wonder if I mix it again. I can take this out and mix it, and then this time I can put a little oil on the bottom of these and then just refurbish. It gave me an idea though. Maybe I should try that. But the thing is that I have baby blue and the yellow color, I mean the pink on here. No, I have 3 colors: pink, green, and yellow. Well, this one I only have pink and green because I forgot to do yellow. So I think that's what I'll do. I'll smash it up and then put it back in here tomorrow. Tonight is already late. I'm not about to do this tonight, but I'll let me remove it and because I have to clean this the cup really well and let it dry. But though I have breadcrumbs, I mean graham crackers. I can do regular cheesecake on graham cracker. Because I used to do this nicely, that's why I didn't want to do it on the graham cracker crust. Now that I fail, I think I can remix this. If I remixed it, it's gonna come out a little bit smoother. And this is a little disappointing for me. You know, normally when I make dessert, I don't really have to face this kind of dilemma. My goodness. You know what good for? It's so good though. It's so delicious. Cheesecake. It's just too delicious to throw it away. And I'm not about to throw this away. I'm going to refurbish this until I'm happy with it. I think I make all in one color. I think it's turned brown. Because I have baby green and pink. I wonder what color it'll come out. I'm a little disappointed because this guy here supposed to be like non-stick, but I guess I proved them wrong. I have to remix this all over again, and I can do the graham cracker crust, which is typical, okay, for cheesecake. I can't put in a kabocha because kabocha is already full, so I probably better off with the graham cracker than I do parfait. It tastes so good. That's why I can't throw this away. Let me soak this so that way it's it won't dry up. To refurbish this is not hard, okay? You just need a mixing bowl. I'll do the pink first. Well, I can mix it and see what pink and green turn out to be. Probably dark pink or brown. Probably brown. Okay, here we go. think I'll make all of it. I'm not gonna have time to like play around with it. Not that. It's a beautiful color. I just finished wrapping the gift tonight. I spent a couple hours doing that. Because I waited for the last minute. Too tempted. I'm gonna shift it to get it to be more creamier. And I'll take all night for me to mix it, and I don't want to use the electric mixer. I can make trail mixer out of this. There, smoother. When I put it back in the fridge, it'll get hardened again. There. It's all creamy. It's all nice and nice and silken again. There. Let me create the crust for it. let me um, process this, okay? I will need it to warm this up with butter for it to form. Here we go. The crumb cracker. The, I'm sorry. The graham crackers. This cup fit very well, so we're gonna go ahead and put a crust in this little bowl here while it's still warm. I have 5 of these. I think I should have enough. So how we do the crust? You have to heat it with the butter, a little bit of butter, and now we have to press it to the bottom. Got to do it while it's hot, because the crust has some sugar in it, so it melts in heat. So when it dry, when it cool down, it will form harden. I know I messed up my sweet. So I have to fix my cheesecake. Oh, I think last time I did this too. I did this sugary, this crust on the top of it. I think that's what I did. And it come out pretty nice. The sugar hold it up really, really well together. Yeah. All right, here we go. I do cheesecake on the cup. They shall do. If it's not, I'll be crying. I just have to remember to oil the mold before I add all this cheesecake in it. I think that's what I did last time. That's why I was able to do it successfully. look like parfait here. This should do. It has pie crust on the bottom of it. Okay. When the thing is chill, it'll harden, and the cupcake is easy, peel right off. Just I happen to have this nice cup to support it. So this will go back in the fridge for night. So tomorrow it will work. Okay, there you go. So the kabocha turned out really, really well, save for the one that in the mold wasn't, because I forgot to oil it. Let me cover this, and it's gonna go back in the fridge. And tomorrow, it's gonna be okay again. Okay, so I'm gonna put the kabocha, the one that we successfully created it, back in the fridge. So tomorrow I will take this to the family Christmas dinner. That will be our dessert, our cheesecake dessert. Well, folk, the the dessert went back into the fridge. Let me put this back in the fridge also. Well, I'm done. Just want to check in with my dessert, so I have to refurbish the cheesecake again. Oh, one of them, okay, the other one was doing pretty good. I really enjoy that, the one in the kabocha. So that was a new way of expanding my cooking experience with the kabocha and cheesecake. So that was very nice. It's had a very nice um, taste because the kabocha. Um, it depends whether you like the squash or the pumpkin or not. If you like pumpkin like I do, you will love it. Okay, so with the cheesecake in contrast with, so it was really it's a little different, you know, but it's delicious though. You know, I mean, in incidentally founding here from Japan, Shin. How are you? Is it morning there or noon? I can't remember. You must be close to Thailand and Cambodia, so you guys share the same meridian in time. I'm not sure what time it is already, but normally I have the clock because I have family members both in Cambodia and Thailand. But Cambodia and Thailand, they share the same meridian in time. They use the same hour. But in America, if you're in America, you know that East Coast were New York and New Hampshire, Philadelphia, I mean Pennsylvania, um, Rhode Island, Virginia, Maine, 13 colonies. So in those areas, they have different time zone. So the time there is about 3 hours ahead. So at this moment, will be there at 3 in the morning. So when I visited my daughter, usually I would stay up a little later and feeling hungry at a different times than the rest of the family member. Yeah. So I just put back my cheesecake. Hopefully that turned out good tomorrow. If it's not, oh, well, at least I learned, you know, certain thing it work and certain it's not. So that's what happened when we create our own recipe. We learn as we go, we create as we go, and that's how recipe are made. Okay, it's not that we have to learn from everybody else. We have to experience. We have to create it ourselves also. Um, I don't know where my grandparents learned theirs. Okay, just that growing up, finding myself surround grandparents on both sides. Because in Cambodia, my family migrated to Thailand. I mean to Cambodia from Thailand in early 1800s or after French colony in Cambodia, because Thailand never been colonized, but I think they allies with the Japan. So um, something happened along there, Shin. I don't know. You know much story about. Uh, go back to uh, 50, 60 years ago, or even 80 or 90 years ago, not 100 for sure. So what happened now with the contention going on between the two neighboring country used to be to be business partner, used to be neighbor partner, used to be partner in every aspect. Now that they found themselves astray or estranged and not getting along anymore. Well, one of the country are more aggressive than the others, and we know, but I don't want to have to mention it because there are a lot of haters, and I just having a hard time dealing with haters. I it will bring the worst out of me, and I don't want myself to be like that. I normally I'm calm, assurance, and pretty fair, you know, because as community advocate, I work all my life to bring justice, to bring understanding, to bring um, leaderships and to understand the policy and thing in that nature. So when stuff like this and I can't talk about it, if I do, well, I did. I talked briefly about it, but not in detail. You know. Well, thank you, Shin. That's very kind of you to to bless us on this holiday. And prayerfully, the thing will do well next year. Okay, and Japan will be delivered from the flood, and we need rain, but when we too much rain, then we suffer. Thailand under the water for 4 months since July. I think it started receding. In Vietnam, same way. Or in America, we face that kind of catastrophic. Also in Washington D.C., it was just flooded. In Alaska, never flood. It's flooded, and in fact, in California, part of California, my home state, is flooded also. So this is like a raining season, and it rained too much, and it bring about all the flood. So we have Vietnam flooded, Thailand or Cambodian flooded partly, part of the country, but it's not as bad as Thailand or Vietnam or Philippines. I mean, it's hard to watch those images where their home get destroyed, see animals are being drowned and people killed and swept away with a heavy tide or hard tide or strong tide. It's just hard to watch. It's just hard to see. But flooding in Thailand and Cambodia is not new, okay? If I remember correctly, growing up in Cambodia, my mom has a 2-story house. Okay, it built on the stilt, but it's 2-story. And during the monsoon, the water will rise so high that it will reach the 2nd floor. But it does not last long like it does in Thailand. It has this like a extremely flash flood for a day or two, and it's gone. I mean, it dried up. The water dispersed it throughout the nation, throughout the land. So we know we have to be under the water for that amount of time, like 4 or 5 months, like in Thailand. That's devastating. How do we even begin to pick up where it's caused by all this natural catastrophe? I was talking to my uncle today in Thailand. He hasn't been able to reach family in Cambodia. And because a lot of my family live right along the borders. I mean, I can use both my feet, 1 foot in Thailand border, 1 foot in Cambodian border. That's how close they are. So I didn't know how close they were until I visited my cousin in Lam, a little town. And my cousin was showing me, hey, you want to see the border between Thailand and Cambodia? I said, for sure. So we just walked down to the end of the street and said, there you go. There's Thailand. So there's immigration officer on duty, and same thing for Cambodian immigration officer on duty on both sides. So it was nice to to really step between the two nations, and at that time there was no issues, so there was no contentious going on. But now it's different. Okay, the bombing is too spread out. It's supposed to be like the border contentions or the border conflict. Now is that the neighboring country started bombing the neighbor's country so badly is that it's considered invasions or war. So I spoke to my uncles, and I haven't talked to him before the war started. And I have not speak to any of my family in Cambodia yet. Last time when they did the first bombing, and we went to the ASEAN for the treaty agreement that was signed, and then that didn't last long, and then the second one was signed, and that didn't last at all. So my cousin fled to into Battambang, about 200 kilometers from the border area. Though now that they start bombing in that province, it's sad because I don't know where people will be refuged at. I don't know where the refugees are going to be going because there's no refugee camp. As many of you who follow the Cambodian news or on TikToks or even YouTube, people trying to share that the camp isn't a camp because there's no shelter. People receive TARP for their donation to be able to at least put a roof over their head because this is a monsoon season. It rained like dog and cat. It rained so much is that it's gonna put the country under the water again. But then unfortunately Cambodia had been very fortunate. It's not doesn't receive like a heavy flood like the neighboring countries, which is stupendously crazy because flood lasted 4 months. And do you know what happened when flooded for 4 months looks like? My uncle was explaining to me that the house was rotten, spoiled, stink. When they discover the body is already rotten because it's been what? How many months now? 4 months now. Okay, but then most of the body cannot be discovered because they are being buried under the mud, and because the mud are so tall, so high, they don't even they're not able to even remove the mud. Some residents they remove the mud, but along the road or in the polythene area, it's just like zero visibility. They don't even know where the farms are at because when the flood comes, it brings such a massive landfills and mud. So there's mud everywhere. So now it covered the canal, it covered the farm, it covered the house, monastery, office building, the road, the river. So it filled up. And so now the issue is that how are they going to reclaim the land? Where is the land? Because usually the land would be departed or divided by the length or by um, the occupiers of the little canal, or not canal, they call it canal, yeah, by little canal. But now that's all taken, I don't know how people's even able to like really pinpoint to where is their land. It was all covered by mud. There's no trail of their farms at all. It's like it's just like not flat. It just like it filled up. It filled up. It filled up the canal. It filled up the marking zone. So I don't know how people are gonna do it. I talked to my uncle. He was saying that so bad because sorry, he was able to harvest enough crop for the family to feed the family, but the cassava plants are not doing too well along with the sugar cane. So my uncle in Thailand, both family, they grow during the growing season. They do rice cultivations, and with the massive land, they also have they grow commercially the cassava plant and the sugar cane. So he was saying this year the cassava plant plunging so badly, same thing as the sugar cane. It's just not doing well. Not only that, it's not doing well on the farm. It's not doing well in the market value too, and it's making with this it make the owners, the farm owner or the farmers, really angry and so discouraging whether they wanted to do farming or just rent it to someone who can farm. So the family started to migrate into the city where they can find job. You know, most of the job are like uh, labor job where building constructions. As many of you probably remember, it was early this year when the earthquake struck Bangkok at 7.1 magnitude. So it destroyed a lot of new buildings that didn't pass the the safety code. Okay, so they're still cleaning up after that, and then now they're faced with that massive massive sinkhole in Bangkok, followed with the flood. So I mean they have not a vacation from all this natural catastrophe. Okay, so all right, I'm tired already. I'm gonna take some rest. Um, I'm gonna have a nice day with family tomorrow. Like I said, I don't have to cook. I might get up early in the morning. I cook noodles today. I cook fried noodles and sorry, stuffed mushrooms and deep fried chicken gizzard. A gizzard. He eat it. I didn't have it. I only have one sample bite of it. He said he likes it. It's so tender. The reason it's tender because I cook it really, really well until it's softened or until it's appropriate to consume. So that's what I did. So it turned out pretty good. The fried noodles with jumbo shrimps and multiple vegetables, and also the I have tofu. So that really, really a nice combination. Okay. All right, I'm tired. I know you do too. And let's call out tonight and let's go to bed. Okay. Don't scroll too much. When we find ourselves scrolling, it become an addiction where you don't want to sleep, or you do that before you go to sleep. And sometimes I'm guilty of I'm guilty of charge also. Okay, so I'm trying to, unless I have a really meaningful evening that I have to stay up later to take care of that, and then that's what I do normally. Go to bed early would be best for our health. Okay. All right. I'll be back tomorrow. Oh, hold on. I won't promise you that I'll be back tomorrow for sure. That I'll post a lot of our short from today cooking and yesterday cooking, and because I'll be with my family, and I'm not sure if I'm able to do live from their home. Typically, I have pretty good respect about being a people house and not not jump over the toes by doing the liberal thing. Shin, thank you for sharing. Okay, my back. Oh, the window. Um, my sweetheart, he liked the window opens, and um, my other friend, she doesn't like window open because she she doesn't want sunlight in her sunlight on her skin. She want that perfect skin. She want white skin on her face. It's contrary with me. I love sunlight on my face. I like the beautiful tan on the face. When I take the dog out in the morning, I would um, bathe in the morning sunlight and allow my skin to be soaking. Yeah. So the neighbor here pretty nice. I mean, we know our neighbors, and um, I don't know what they do behind the door, right? I told my sweetheart the other day too. I mean, you can trust your neighbor, but sometimes can you really trust your neighbor whether they're gonna have what do you call it? Um, the binoculars behind the windows, and looking at you, uh, you know, and invaded our privacy from their own living space. Typically when I'm by myself, I have it all shut. But tonight I thought that because it rained, I like to hear the sound of rain, so I left the door. I mean the window open. Okay. All right, I'm super tired. I needed to lay down and get my butt to sleep, and so do you. Okay, but mostly, I just want to say thank you for staying up with me. I mean, this is the Christmas Eve. My friend, she went out and party already. Just came home, and my sweetheart is still working at the other studios. They normally work late because Sal Benford and his companies are making track for BB King movie, which they will be making in a few months time. So they've been working hard creating track for the movie BB King. If you don't know who BB King is, he's a great legendary jazz and very very prominent, very very famous, and he passed away a few years ago, maybe 2 years ago, not a few, about 2 years ago. And Asal Benford is uh, his estate caretaker, and with that he and his company want to create the do memoir no, memoir or movie about BB King. BB King, he played the guitar. He's one of those jazz legendary, black jazzmen. I don't really listen to his, I'm not too much into jazz and maybe uh, R&B, blue, rhythmic and blue. But then again, I mean, part of that soft jazz, and uh, can't deny it. It is, All right. So I refurbished the cheesecake, so tomorrow will be good. And the kabocha tastes good. I sample it, and it it firmed really really nicely. So now I know that it works. So we're gonna use that for for my personal for my personal recipe. For the other one, not sure what happened. I think I forgot to oil the cup, so it's sticking really really bad. So I have to remove and refurbish. So it's back in the fridge. So tomorrow it'll be fine. It doesn't get eaten because the grandkids gonna enjoy it. Oh wait, hold on. My grandkids are gone visiting the cousin in East Coast, so they won't be back until on the 1st. So they'll be gone, what, 10 days. Okay. All right, folks. I don't know about you. I want to snore and dream right here. Okay. All right. My eyes drooping. Appreciate and thank all of you for visiting with me. Okay. You have a good morning where you at, and good night. A good morning. Definitely, it's not good night. It's good morning. It's almost 1:30. Okay. So tomorrow, if I don't, if I can't come on here cooking, I might do short on for you guys. Okay. Definitely, if I'm out early, off early, and I don't have another party to go because my sweetheart, he and his corporation thing, they usually hold Christmas dinner. So he wanted to bring me along and see how it goes. Okay, so I'm gonna go to sleep now. It's past bedtime, so thank you so much for being here with me. All right, good night and good morning, for real. Bye to all of you.